Hello students, welcome back to a new video session. In previous two video session, I was discussing about ethics and safety measures in computing. Today also I'll continue with that. Ethics is a set of moral principles that govern the behavior of a group or individual. Ethics play an important role in our lifestyles and ways of doing things. In general, we may define ethics as the field of study that is concerned with questions of value, that is, making judgment about good or bad behavior in any situation. Ethics guide one's behavior in every field of life, even in using computer. In this chapter, that is ethics and safety measures in computing, we are discussing about that. Students, today you open page number 57 of your book, chapter number 4, that is ethics and safety measures in computing, and today's topic is software piracy. Software piracy. The process of making copies of software without buying the appropriate license or copyright, it is known as software piracy. When you purchase an original software, you become a licensed user. You have the right to use the software on a single computer, but you cannot put copies on other machines or pass that software among your colleagues. Thus, piracy comes in the way in terms of illegal distribution. Means it is not like any other commodity which you can buy and share with your friends. For example, if you buy a pen or pencil that you can share with your friend, but it is not in the case of computer software. If you buy a licensed software that you can use only in your own system, you cannot make copies of it and you cannot distribute it to your friends. Nowadays, the duplication of the original software is the biggest problem. Although this is a severe problem, but we need to take protective steps to avoid piracy. Some of the guidelines to avoid piracy are as follows. They are: always buy your software from a reputed organization. Make sure that your software comes with a license agreement, original disk, and authentic packaging with copyright. Avoid buying of multiple software titles from different publishers on a single disk. If the seller provides the direction to obtain a serial number, it indicates that the software is not authentic. Now we'll discuss about what is intellectual property right. Definition of intellectual property right. Intellectual property rights are the rights of the owner of information to decide how much information is to be exchanged, shared, or distributed. Also, it gives the owner a right to decide the price for doing so. Intellectual property right. Intellectual property means ownership of ideas which is created by using skills and mental ability of the person. The development of software mainly requires the mental ability of creating first-hand knowledge which is unique. The software or program originally developed by the person or persons become the intellectual property of the developer. Properties of intellectual software. Software patents, software copyright, and trademark. Software patents. The patent right is given to the programmer for an invention of a particular software. Patent laws can be used to restrict the freedom of copying, use, distribution, and modification of published information. So, Patent refers to special power of monopoly granted by law. Without obtaining a license from the patent holder, the work cannot be used or reproduced. Software copyright. Copyright prohibits the users of software program from making copies of it without the permission of the person or company concerned which issues the license for the program. So, copyright is the exclusive property right of the owner or creator, developer or author of a work granted by law. Trademark. Trademark is an identity to preserve the software. A trademark sometimes becomes such a success that it is actually worth more than a product. It becomes the business of selling of an image, of an identity rather than a product. So, trademark refers to the registered word, text or logo depicting the identity of a product, work or a company. Why do we protect intellectual property right using different methods like copyright, trademark, patent, etc.? Because it encourages individuals and businesses to create new software and software applications as well as improving existing applications. Ensure new ideas and technologies are widely distributed. Promotes investment in the national economy. With the advancement of the information technology, the world is witnessing a vast change. We can use information as a powerful tool. As technologies give us wonderful ideas, powers, inventions, discoveries, we also come across many ethical dilemmas. While enjoying the fruits of information technology, we should ensure that the information is not misused. We can take some of the safety precautions to avoid hacking, misused and trapped under fraudism. Safety precaution on internet. Don't share your personal information like name, age, address, account number, etc. Don't create a password based on your personal information like last name, telephone number, etc. Don't share your password with anyone although he or she is your close friend. Don't access irrelevant sites, open mails from unknown sources and comment anyone on social networking site. Don't try to download unknown software and email attachments that may contain viruses. Use strong antivirus software for your computer. Don't get tempted towards unknown advertisement. You may be trapped for harassment. Don't send any kind of message bullying your friend or any unknown person over social networking sites like Facebook, Twitter or WhatsApp. Students, you are in your tender age, so it is not always possible for you to take right or correct choice. So it is advisable to take the help and guidance of your parent while accessing the internet. Some parental assistance for minors are by viewing age-appropriate websites, by using strong password that cannot be cracked so easily, by not sharing password with any person. On frequent changing password. Responding to known email messages or attachments only. By protecting computer with antivirus software, the antivirus must be latest, such as Quickhill or Firewall, that recognizes most of viruses. Now, what is Firewall? Data security is an important aspect while working on the internet. To protect your data on the internet, you can use Firewall protection system. It is designed to protect unauthorized accessing of messages from unknown network. So, what is Firewall? Firewall is defined as network security devices that allows or rejects network access between an untrusted zone and trusted zone. In fact, it acts as a two-way traffic system and protects the computer system as well. Whenever a message is received, it is passed through Firewall for authentication. If it is from authorized source, then allowed entering your computer system, otherwise blocked. One of the most important types is proxy firewalls, where it acts as a middleman. It accepts all traffic requests coming into the network. Only after an inspection, it decides to grant access and finally sends the information to destination computer. Digital footprint. Internet is very useful tool for getting information and sharing messages. Sometimes it may happen that you have information while accessing a site or passing messages through email. You may also leave your account logged in unknowingly. Leaving used site or mail ID online is said to be digital footprint. It may create problems to the owner if it goes to an unauthorized hand. How will they do it? They will use your account to do mischievous work and blame will come on you. So, you should be very cautious about it while using internet. So, what is digital footprint? Digital footprint is trailing information online about accessing a site or mail ID left unclosed or undeleted. Student, you have come to the end of today's video session and our chapter number 4 completed. Read the chapter thoroughly and answer the questions which I will send in the assignment with this video. Thank you.